Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. I'm Ryan, and with me, as always, my good buddy Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Hey, doing all right. Doing all right. What a weird freaking week it was.
So far, yeah.
Not to blow the lead, but yeah. This week was April 1st, and a whole bunch of things in here that you would have thought for sure were April Fools.
Yeah. Absolutely, right? I was actually, with April Fool's passing, Blizzard usually does something pretty good. I just thought of that.
I think the overlords at Activision have reined them in a little bit.
Oh.
What they should have done was release Diablo Immortal. Been like, hi, it's real. Sorry.
People were saying that there wasn't really anything happening at Blizzard this year. Okay. Perfect way to start the show by, Googling right off the top.
They're all just so darn busy making Diablos.
We are prepared.
Diablo 2 Resurrection and Diablo Immortal.
So Diablo 4. Diablo 2 there apparently went into alpha testing.
Yeah.
This week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting. That means it's pretty far along.
Yeah, it's getting there, right? Getting there. Very exciting.
But before we get into news and stuff, I'll do a little housekeeping. So I was very disappointed, Rob. Very disappointed. We didn't get one email from anybody for free game codes. A little tear trickled down my face.
We made it really complicated. So Ryan's got a plan this week.
Yeah, I got a plan this week. So the first the 10 or 12 people who email us at makeusgrumpy@gmail.com, we will send you a game code. That's it. No code words buried in the episode. Nothing like that. Just send us an email, say, hey,
I want a free game.
Doesn't even have to be hey. It can be hi.
Or
it could be sup.
Sup, G.
Sup.
Like most of the people in our demographic would most likely say.
Yeah.
Sup. That's lit. Fam.
I'm here for the rad games.
I'm here for the rad games, yo. Oh, schnizzle?
Totally tubular. Yeah. All those things.
All the things. Those are all things you could say.
And we will send you a game code.
We will send you a game code.
So that's it. Just do that. And as always, if you like what we do, there's links to support us in the notes, wherever you're watching or listening to this. And if you like us, give us a like, comment, whatever, on whatever platform you're partaking in, because we any little bit helps. So, and with that, on to the news. So the very first story is what you were kind of referring to, and we actually, I had read an article, and I kind of second guessed myself when you were second guessing it. You're like, this sounds too much like an April Fool's joke to really be a thing. So G Fuel, which is gamer fuel, which is a whole thing that So this is the official drink of esports, G Fuel, and this this flavor coming inspired by Sanic, which was the that funny drawing that came out as the result of the trailer to the live action movie. Someone, I think it was the joke that this guy he took 5 minutes and drew a better Sonic than the one that looked
It's
than looked in the movie trailer, right?
It's the meme. Sanic, gotta go
Yeah.
fast.
And but anyways, yeah, G Fuel here is they're making a chili dog flavor energy drink, and it's going to taste like real chili dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So either they're pulling a fast one over on a whole lot of people, or it's really happening.
They have said, and we double check this before we did the show here. It's not an April Fool's gag.
It's not an April Fool's gag.
It is real.
So this stuff is expensive, and it doesn't look like you can. It doesn't look like you can just buy like one to try. But let's see. We'll see if we can get our hands on some of this, and just see. Just see what comes of it.
I'm not. Can you still pre-order it? Click the link. Doop-a-doop-boop-boo. I'll have to look it up later.
So yeah, if we can, we'll get our hands on one and try chili dog flavored energy drink.
Yeah, so we can become elite gamers.
Elite gamers. So the next story here has had me like every time I see it posted anywhere, I just go, "What is happening?" So
2021 is happening.
2021. So Major League Baseball 21 is a game developed by Sony at their Santa Monica studios. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they made big news a few months ago announcing it was going to be available on Xbox, which was already a big deal because it's been an exclusive PlayStation game for forever. Then news comes out that day and date, this game is coming out on Game Pass.
Yep.
So April 20th, which is the release date, you can either go buy it on your PlayStation or play it for free on Game Pass if you have an Xbox. I just I know Xbox has been pulling some crazy games in, like they just did with the Outriders this past weekend. But this just I don't get this, Rob. I don't get what's happening. I don't understand.
Who's gonna spend $70 for it on PS5 unless you have to?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not even, you're not even stuck on PS5. Like, it's coming out on PS4, but that's the same on the Xbox side of things. It's not just coming to the Series X and S. It's coming out on all the ones as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what I mean is who's going to pay on Sony's platforms when they can get it for free on Game Pass?
Yeah.
Unless you absolutely had to because you don't have Game Pass. In which case, get Game Pass because it's getting to be more and more of a good deal.
But I wonder how PlayStation is letting this happen. It's like Microsoft launching the new Halo game, and the only way you can play it on Xbox is if you pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's launching free on PlayStation.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, this baseball isn't Halo level, but just making an analogy. And
it's a huge seller. Like it's intensely popular. Like MLB The Show is, they sell millions and millions of them.
Yeah,
it's
because it's the only simulation quality game out there right now, like current.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just so weird, man.
Americans love their baseball.
I'm flabbergasted by it all. I don't know how Sony lets this happen.
There had to have been a lot of money, just ludicrous amounts of money.
Yeah, or like I don't know. Do you think Xbox tracks a per download thing or anything like that? Or
I don't know. I honestly don't know. There must be some way that people get the compensation for every download, right?
yeah. Anyways, we'll keep an eye out on this and just see what comes of this because it's weird. It's so weird.
Absolutely is. Not to the point we're going to play it because baseball's dumb. Yeah. But that's right. Baseball's dumb.
Sure is.
We appreciate it. I guess.
What do we got next here? Oh, so Outriders was out this past week.
Yeah, and,
mostly. And they were having some major server issues with the launch.
Yeah.
And now the big deal is this is a live service game. So even if you're not playing with other people on servers, you can't just log in and play without being online and being able to access their servers. So yeah, a little bit of a rocky launch. Yeah, the more I think about that demo, it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah. I think people just looking for the new Destiny, right? And there hasn't really been one to compete. And honestly, when it's on Game Pass, they had to have known the amount of people who are going to play it.
Yeah.
Just because it's there, right? So
exactly. Because again, I'm pretty sure that Game Pass covered. Yeah, because it's out on the old systems too, right? Like it's on the PS4 and Xbox Ones.
Oh, good question. I would think so.
I'm pretty sure it is. So, again,
you betcha. It sure is, and it's on Stadia. That's what pushed it over.
Oh, yeah. Why is this even a story?
Yeah.
The Stadia users crashed the
Yeah. The dozens and dozens of Stadia
dozens
users.
And the dozens of them.
Oh, man.
I unchecked cross-platform matchmaking. I don't understand how I'm not getting a group on my Stadia.
It's weird. All 11 of them in a group together. We love you, Stadia.
We love to make fun of you, Stadia.
It's true. You're doing this to yourself.
Apex Legends, which I just thought I'd mention. I've only been getting into it recently, and they're already on their 9th season. But they're on season 8 currently, and season 9's coming up. But they're announcing that there's going to be a lot of Titanfall stuff in the game, and I just thought I'd mention this because I had forgotten that this game happens in the Titanfall universe. I remember when the game first came out, like that was a thing. They're saying that, hey, this is our battle royale in the Titanfall universe. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's no Titanfalls, or there's no Titans, or anything to do with any wall running, or any of the other stuff that makes it a Titanfall game. But it's in that universe. So, there's going to be a lot of Titanfall content, which I don't know if that means that there'll be Titans dropping in or what.
Are you saying there might be Titans falling in?
There might be Titans falling in. Wordplay. So, E3? It's back.
Yeah.
It's back. And people are participating.
Just like a junior high track meet. Participation.
So with the announcement that it's E3 is coming again, or happening again this year.
Choo choo. We can't do that bumper because we don't own it, but it's yeah.
But they have confirmed that Nintendo's attending. They've confirmed Xbox is attending. They've also confirmed that Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two, Warner Brothers, and Koch Media will be attending.
Now, in that list, did something sound weird to the people who are listening? I'll wait for your reply.
Yeah, we'll just sit here and wait.
If you said Konami, you would win the little Koopy doll, because
you would be correct.
They make games still. I didn't realize they still made games.
Didn't we just do a story a couple weeks ago where they were talking about selling off their IPs or licensing out their IPs or something?
They make pachinko games right now.
Yeah. So,
but they're going to be here. So I'm actually kind of morbidly excited about that. I really want to see what they're talking about.
So the event is going to be completely virtual. And we were talking about this before. So Nintendo hasn't participated in the keynotes the past couple years where they do their big presentation. They schedule a time and they do their direct.
Yeah.
And like doesn't look like Sony wants anything to do with any of this.
Yeah, so far, right?
What was Jeff Keighley's thing called last year?
Oh, the game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Where he kind of.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there. Let me just look it up here.
So
he's still doing his own thing here.
Some people put together a list here of games that are kind of been rumored and are in development. So there's a short list here of games that you should expect to see there. Perfect Dark. Like some stuff on Perfect Dark.
Okay.
Fable 4. Starfield, which I think is that new Bethesda IP. Avowed, which I'm not 100% sure which one that is. Also, Beyond Good and Evil 2, with Ubisoft being there.
Yeah. Make the damn...
Just finish it already. Damn it.
Summer Game Fest?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's still doing his own thing for that then.
Okay.
There's a website here for Summer Game Fest 2021. So, yeah, okay, and there's a thing underneath that says he is skipping E3 again.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But I mean, he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Canadian, by the way.
Good stuff.
Canadian video game journalist.
Also, BioShock 4, which I didn't realize was something that was in development, but...
Okay.
Battlefield 6, I've heard rumblings. Also Gotham Knights and Elden Ring.
Okay, yeah.
So all things to look for at E3.
There you go. It's going to be nice to just have, even though it's virtual, it's a little bit normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just being able to watch it. And the tickets are free, at least from what I'm reading here, that you can sign up and watch all this stuff for free. So, which I mean, how the hell were they going to make people pay for that anyway? Like, even if you require codes, someone is going to be streaming that on somewhere, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
Better to just, That's cool. So, what's something out of E3? Speculating, what's something that would get you super excited? You, Mr. Cashmere, lover of all things Nintendo, and
oh man, you know what? I think we were talking. I don't remember if we were talking about this on show or if I was just chatting with Damon about it, but
totally might have.
So there isn't really any big Nintendo like first party titles on the horizon right now. Like besides like stuff that's in development, the Metroid, the Breath of the Wild 2, but there's nothing concrete. Like there's the new Pokemon Snap and the Sword and Shield, or not Sword and Shield, Pearl and Diamond, I think, remakes coming out, as well as Skyward Sword, the HD remaster.
Sure. Yep.
But there's no other announcements right now. Like there's nothing firm coming out Nintendo wise.
Yeah, I guess that Splatoon 3 was kind of a, but it's still way off in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So
yeah, that was just hey, look what we're working on kind of announcement, right?
Yeah, nothing this summer that's supposed to come out that's super, unless we're both just totally forgetting something, and people in the comments will be like, "You effing idiots! It's the new blankety blank blank Nintendo product."
You know what? I've taken a liking to a lot of the Ubisoft games. I really like their open world stuff. So, I'd be happy to see anything from them.
Sure.
Other than that, I mean, I'd like to see a big first party title from Nintendo announced for the holiday season. That's
sure.
what whether it be Breath of the Wild 2 or something that was not expected at all.
Right.
Because how about you? What did you
I want to see something concrete about Beyond Good and Evil too.
Yeah, right.
It's like it's just been being made forever. And it's like we got that trailer.
Yeah.
Was it like a year and a half, 2 years ago? And it was like,
oh yeah, easily.
Oh, it's so cool. Look, there's everyone, and I'd love to see them just be like, hey, so here it is, and October.
Yeah.
And then fireworks.
Mic drop.
And then I just run around the room screaming.
So I never had a chance to play the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh man, like if this thing's a small fortune on GameCube. But I found it on PC, actually. I got
it
on the Epic Game Store. I think I paid $3 for it. So it's in my backlog there. So as soon as part 2 is announced, I'll make room and I'll dive into that a bit and give her a try.
Absolutely. It's a unique game.
Okay.
There's that's what's got everyone so choked, is it was a game unlike any game out there, right? And the storyline was very, very enthralling. And then nothing. Yep.
Okay. So I didn't want to cut you off when we were talking about but
I'm gonna let you finish.
But so Nintendo is really big on these surprise drops lately. So that kind of makes me really optimistic for for E3, right? Like for them to be just like, Breath of the Wild 2 is out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
funny.
They did a surprise drop yesterday that today at 6 p.m. Pacific, you could start playing their latest battle royale, which is Pac-Man 99.
Mario walked so that Pac-Man could run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone who saw this coming, you're a liar.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it looks freaking awesome. I'm so behind this. Yeah. It looks so good.
I mean, I love Tetris 99. I mean, that was my actually, I believe it was my game of the year 2 years ago. Just because it was the game that consumed me for so long. It was my bedtime game for like a good 6-7 months, like just straight.
Yep.
And like it looks amazing. It's playing Pac-Man, and then you as you kill ghosts, you send them off to, so very, very battle royale. Like that's how Tetris 99 works. Like you clear lines and you send junk to the other players. And this one, just it looks insane.
Yep.
Are you going to play it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This one, Pac-Man is one of my top favorite retro games of all time.
Okay.
Well, Miss Pac-Man.
Right.
Those who are old enough to know there was differences, but Pac-Man was the granddaddy of them all, right? Like, there were songs written about it that charted #1 in the States.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, just YouTube Pac-Man Fever. A very real song that charted #1.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
yep.
I remember, yeah, Pac-Man Fever was
Yep.
It was the fever, man.
Yep, such a simple idea and just a extremely well done game.
So I had hoped to. I misread the time release and I thought it said Eastern, so I thought I would have a 2-hour window to play before the show here tonight. And it's Pacific, so it came live just as we started recording here. So
right.
I will next week I'll have a little report on it, and I imagine you will too.
Definitely.
But yeah, I can't wait to try it. I mean, so I loved Mario 30, the Super Mario Brothers 35 as well. That was some great fun. Like, really, really creative. You tried it, right?
Absolutely, you bet. Yeah.
Okay. It was Damon who was holding out because he didn't want to fall in love with it and then lose it. Which is fair enough.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Nintendo breaking all our hearts.
Got to wait 5 years for Super Mario 40.
It's going to be like the Disney Vault where they just release it every 5 years and then get it now before it goes back in the vault.
So it is free if you have the Nintendo Switch Online, but there is a paid portion if you want to get the CPU battle, score attack, or blind time attack. I'm not sure what that means.
Sure.
But I don't know if in the trailer, did you watch the trailer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
several times.
So there's the themes where you can play, instead of being Pac-Man, you're the Galaga ship.
Yep. There's a Galaga ship. I think there was a Rally X car as well. Or a bunch of,
So, yeah, okay. We'll after we're just gushing about it now. After we actually try it, we'll talk about this next week. So that ends our news for this week.
Good news.
Yeah.
I guess there was how are we doing for time? Can I sneak something? Can I call an audible here?
Call an audible.
All right.
Where's my whistle? So I can blow right into the microphone.
Yeah. We don't like football either.
No.
We're just making that. Yeah. Intellivision Amico launched a trailer they were showing off gameplay for a bunch of stuff for their system at the National Videogame Museum.
Right.
Which is a place I desperately want to go to someday. Because, I mean, how fantastic does that sound, right?
Absolutely.
A museum of video games. You know, if Canadians are ever allowed in the States ever again. Moment of silence.
Yeah.
But yeah, they showed a lot of gameplay of a lot of things coming out, and they showed off the controllers, and they had families in there, and it was just a very well done promo, right? It's like, hey, this is a real thing. We're at the stage where we're showing people it, and when the production comes in October, October 10th, I believe. It's 10/10/2021.
Yeah, right.
I've had mine pre-ordered for a couple of years here, so very excited for when it comes. And they had Tommy Tallarico, of course, because he's the most awesome human being involved in video games, just bouncing around and gushing about it, because he actually really loves what he's doing. He loves the product. He's not just there for a buck. I mean, honestly, the guy's made enough money. He doesn't need to be a shill for anything. He's involved in this. He loves it. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked great. It was a great little video there. All right. So yeah, go check that out if you get a chance.
Yeah, did I post it on the page? I don't think I did, because I was out and about when I...
No, I don't think you did, but I saw it through the.
I'll post it on the page right after the show.
Perfect.
There you go. There you go.
All right, let's move into what we've been playing.
We've been playing.
So something exciting happened. We got preview codes for a video game. We did.
Yes. Yes.
Did I mention?
Yep, absolutely. And we should thank the gentleman here before we get too far. Just
it's
I've got his name here. If
okay.
Ollie McLaughlin from Plan of Attack Games. Thank you very much for the review codes.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the little Let's Play Ryan did there. And
yeah, I have to. I was waiting until we talked about it here. I'm going to send him the link to that, and he wants the link sent to him. So when we're done the show here, I'll send him a link to this. And yeah, anyways. So yeah, he sent us preview codes to Nanotale, which we both played.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a typing adventure. It's a RPG. And am I missing anything?
No, it's actually really well made. Because I know that combination of words may not sound, but actually when you get involved, it's like a fantasy world with like there's like spirit animals, and the interface, like the way you actually interface with things, was remarkably well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you keep talking because you did the Let's Play. I put about an hour in it, but
yeah. So apparently it's the spiritual successor to another game similar to it called Epistory.
Okay.
Epistory. But yeah, like the only the only little gripe I had, and it's really not even, it's just a me thing, and what a horrible typist I am.
Yeah.
But I'm used to using WASD as my movement keys.
Yeah.
And maybe in the full version you can change it from ESDF, but ESDF is super old school.
Yeah, it sure is.
Because those were definitely the movement keys before WASD. And it's just funny, it's just shifted over one on the keyboard, but it's enough that I had to rehome because my hands fall there naturally when I'm playing, because I've played so many games that use the WASD, right? So
I've got a theory, actually. I'm just looking at the keyboard now, and I could be totally off, and Oli, if I am, I apologize. Maybe it's because with your hand setting on the home row, it's easier to use S, D, F, and E because you're not using you don't have the pinky controlling some of the moving. Could that be it?
It probably is, because there's you're supposed to do your whole home row.
Yeah, which again,
as I'm
spoilers. I don't think either of us did well.
No, like you know what? Once I get typing and I'm not thinking about it. Yeah, I can type away, like not looking at my fingers, but when I'm like a word, like I'm constantly replacing my replacing my hands on the keyboard, and
yeah.
So there's a few frantic moments in the Let's Play there where, because so when you're attacking or defending yourself against like monsters, words will pop up that you have to type in to hit them or to defend yourself, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and it was cool because like the words they used for like when you're getting attacked were all kind of like bad words. Not like swear words, but like things that meant bad things, right? And they're and also you're so like you mentioned, you're chronicling stuff in this forest. So the things that you're chronicling, you're typing words in about that. Yeah, I fully support and love games that have new new ways to interface
Mm-hmm.
and new ways. And it's not even a new way to play a game. Like, I'm sure we played something like this when we were kids, but it's not.
Sure.
It's not your common type of game. And yeah, I'm gonna pick myself up a full copy of this and maybe do a little bit more practicing of my typing.
yeah. It reminded me. It was like an RPG version of, say, Typing of the Dead or something, right? Where it's like you have to defend yourself. Like, I actually found myself. I was hooked into it in the one section, and mild spoiler for the demo if someone does end up getting another demo of it or plays the game. You find the fox, and you've got all these creatures, and you're supposed to defend the fox for a little bit, and it's just you're just typing, and it gets to the point where it's going too fast, but you're supposed to lose, but you don't know that at the time. And I'm just like typing away, and they start coming in, the words are getting bigger, and I'm like, oh man. It was I got really invested at that point. I was like, this is really good. This is
yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. That part was amazing.
Yeah,
it was great. So yeah, Nanotale. If you're looking for something different, highly recommend it.
Did he have a release date on that? Like
it came out on March 29th.
Oh, okay, got you. So that was the full game.
No, this was a preview. Still, it was still the like review preview.
Mm-hmm.
But you can purchase the full game right now, and I think I talked about it. Well, I did talk about it in my Let's Play there. Right now on Steam, if you pick it up, and I think it's for 2 weeks. The deal is if you pick up Nanotale, now they throw in Epistory for free.
Yes, okay, I'm on their Twitter here right now. Yeah, okay.
So
that is cool.
Yeah, right there. If you purchase the game within the first 2 weeks of its release on Steam, you get a free copy of Epistory. So yeah, check it out. That's Nanotale, the typing Chronicles.
Very cool.
You want me to continue with what else I played? And
go for it, sir.
Okay. So I also tried this week. I've had it downloaded on my Xbox. I was sitting in front of my PlayStation, and I was like, I don't feel like investing in any of this right now. So went over and I checked out Game Pass, and I started just downloading some stuff, and then I accidentally. I had downloaded Sniper Elite 4 already, and then I kind of accidentally clicked on it, and I'm like, well, I'm in. Just, I didn't know what I wanted.
I guess I got to play it now.
I guess I got to play it now. That's honestly, it's so funny, but that's what it was. I was in one of those moods where I didn't want to play anything, or I didn't know what I wanted to play. I wanted to play something. So, it's kind of fun. I think I'd seen videos of this where, you do your sniper attacks and then it'll follow the bullet and then do an X-ray of like the person that it's hitting. And I played it on easy. Because I just wanted to get some time in. So I finished up the first level at least, like of the whole first section, and there's some cool stuff in there. Like if you're really playing it like quite seriously, like trying not to get detected. A couple times I let myself get detected and then just shot my way out. Which I don't think you're supposed to do.
No,
I don't think that's supposed to be the way you play it, but. That's what I was doing. But yeah, it's fun. There's some really cool mechanics in there about like just trying to be silent and trying to shoot when there's a background noise happening,
there's
a lot of cool stuff in there. So I'll probably go back and play some more of it. It was just funny how it came about that I ended up playing that. I was like fine, I'll play you.
I guess I'm playing this game now.
Guess I'm playing some Sniper Elite.
Same way I played 45 hours of My Little Pony on the GameCube. I mean, just Oh, the disc fell in. Guess I'm playing.
Exactly.
But I'm hating all 45 hours.
But I will collect every pony.
I'm going to get all the ponies.
So I also tried out the R-Type Final 2 demo on Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Yeah. It's coming soon. I'm gonna definitely watch for a sale on this one because it's like $55 or something for this remake.
Sure.
So it's R-Type. It's hard. It's unforgiving.
Yep.
They're doing some stuff in this one where it looks like as you progress, you can unlock different ships.
Okay.
And then go back and like do the levels again, but like, with different weapons. And it looks like you can customize which special weapons fall or are available to that ship. So they give you 3 presets that you can try out. Like, looks like as you've progressed a little further into the story, and like 2 of them were like, one was like really hard to use, and another was like, it was definitely like an easy, medium, hard thing, right? And like the last guy I tried out, it was just like it was like God mode. It's just like just destroy everything. But the game looks great. I like my R-Type. It's one of my favorite shooters of all time, and other than like the new ships and like being able to customize some stuff, it's R-Type.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly, I've been playing a lot more Apex Legends.
Hey.
I've been playing that with a kid and her boyfriend and some of her other friends, whoever, they'll be playing, and she'll be like, hey, come join. So I'll hop in and play a few rounds of Apex Legends. I'm playing that on the PS5.
Right.
And, I think, and here's a hot take, I'm going to say Apex Legends is probably the easiest of the battle royales I've played.
Okay.
Because I haven't put much time into Fortnite because that game's dumb.
There's another hot take.
Warzone I've put quite a bit of time into, but I've never won.
Right.
And in probably half the amount of time that I've put into Warzone, I've already won 2 matches or been on winning teams for 2 matches in Apex. So either the people I'm playing with are so good that they're just carrying me to these victories.
Right.
Or it's a little bit easier to get a victory in Apex Legends.
This is where people would say, oh, bots. Which I guess was a thing for PUBG for quite some time. When they introduced bots, it'd be like guys like shooting up in the air and spinning around.
Yeah. But, it's fun. Not a game I'm gonna, like, I'm playing it because I'm playing it with people. Not a game I'm gonna hop on and work on my own. But the fun I'm having is playing with people.
And that's the main thing.
Yeah. So that's it for me. What have you been playing there, buddy guy?
I was waiting. I'm like, which adjective is he going to use here? Well, I picked up a couple of Evercade cartridges here. The Evercade is a... first, I'll show the actual device. Little handheld. Made by the fine folks at Blaze. 420, am I right? They're a UK company, and they release... It's gonna blow your damn mind. Cartridges.
What?
Cartridges.
What?
And they've got licensed collections of all sorts of like Namco and Jalico. But the cartridges I just picked up, I've got one here, the other one's coming, is a system that I played the crap out of, the Atari Lynx. And when you buy these, you get a case, a physical cartridge, and an actual, honest to goodness, physical manual.
What?
With all sorts of artwork about the game. You got the controls, and it's just an awesome collector's item.
So not just someone slapping some games on an SD card and and reselling.
These are fully licensed. Like, they are actually paying for the rights for these, and each cartridge is $25 Canadian. Which, I mean, there's like 16 of them now. They've got, and they keep getting more coming. There's a Worms collection coming right away, which I'm very excited about.
Right.
And it's it's got a mini HDMI port out. The latency is, the screen is great. It's a really well made system, and I'm really enjoying collecting for them. And so I've been playing some Evercade. Ryan right now is on his Switch.
Yeah.
You're wondering why the audio got silent there?
No, you were talking away. I was looking something up because I swore maybe it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't they announce, or did they release an Atari Lynx pack on the Switch?
I've never seen it, no.
No? Maybe it's coming.
Maybe.
Or is it the Flashback Classics? No, that's not it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's what's got collectors very excited, is there's never been a Lynx collection of any sort ever talked about.
Okay.
It's been kind of like the Neo Geo Pocket, where up until very recently, there hasn't been a collection out for it, right? And then the Switch is like, hey, check this out.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, the Neo Geo Pocket Collection.
Yeah, that's a big thing. And that's also very exciting because the Neo Geo Pocket was never released to the masses as far as collections, right? And there's a lot of good games in there. So yeah, if you like collecting, you like having physical copies of stuff, the Evercade is a great way to go.
Yeah, that's totally what I was thinking of, because I've seen some people talking about the Neo Geo Pocket, and they're like, man, $53 for that collection? That seems a little steep.
But yeah, it's a case of like, those cartridges are ludicrously expensive.
Oh yeah. But it's actually a steal.
Yeah. And it's the same with a lot of this Lynx stuff too. Like, the Lynx is it didn't sell really well. Like, it's something I had, and I had a buddy who had it, but lots of great games in there. Like Gauntlet, the third generation was an amazing game. You could multi-link like 8 of them together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Zarlor Mercenary was one of the greatest handheld shoot 'em ups. Like, it was a really well made game. Lots of good stuff. And like Stun Runner, Hard Driving. There's an excellent Xenophobe port in there. Like, lots of Atari back at that time was still making really good arcade games, right?
Yeah.
So they had ports. That was the way to get them, was on the Lynx. And
I forgot about Xenophobe.
Yeah,
that's a great.
It's a great game. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And when I wasn't doing that, I was putting more time playing Octopath Traveller. About 20 hours in now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I fired it up on the PC, and I played about an hour. I'm trying not to spread myself too thin game wise. I'm trying to wrap some games up right now. I'm still working on I'm still working on games. I'm not going to hijack your gameplay section. I already have mine.
It's do yourself a favor. Don't try and squeeze Octopath Traveller into something else, because you'll lose.
Yeah.
It's totally something where you're playing and you're like, okay, story, right? Okay, where was I?
Yeah. And that's what it seems like, and that's why I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to like spread myself too thin. It seems like a great story, and
Oh, it isn't. And there's 8 stories too, right? So 8 different characters, and some are better than others, my opinion. And that's probably exactly what they're doing. There's going to be something in there for everyone, right? And then there are 4 quests for each character. And so you take turns. You have one character you choose at the beginning, and that character is always in your party. You can't get rid of them. They're your party lead. And then you've got the other 3 that you can swap in and out at any time, right? So just by going to the tavern, and so it's a lot. Like even if you're just like streamlining, you can do some of the early quests in about 40 minutes. Then it goes to about an hour. Then it goes to more than that. Like the last boss fight I just did was 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You're just like, man, if I die now, I'm just going to stop playing forever. When you're 20 minutes into a boss fight and it's like, no, I'm not. I'm not dying right now. Not happening. But it's really cool. It's a really well-made game, and I'm really enjoying myself with it. So, Octopath Traveller, available for free on Game Pass.
There you go.
Again,
there's the pitch right there.
If you don't have Game Pass,
are you even a gamer?
Are you? I guess if you don't have a PC or an Xbox,
or an Xbox to play it.
Yeah. Which there could be, right? There could be people that watch us who just have a Switch or a Game Boy, or maybe we got some people rocking a Jaguar. If so, good on you.
Good.
We're not here to judge.
Not at all. No. You game where you game.
That's right. Oh, if you have a Jaguar, it's probably not working, but
yeah, if you have an Xbox or a PC, just get Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's there's more than you will ever be able to beat.
Mm-hmm.
So much value. So much value. For days.
So is that all you've been playing? That's your...
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I played Nanotale as well, but we talked about that.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Okay.
But it's not the last of what you played.
No, I'm gonna... So you gave me a cheap bag game challenge this week.
Yeah, I did.
And it was called No More War.
Because it had a pun in it.
It had a pun in it.
It had a pun.
Yeah.
How could I not choose it?
Yeah. It's a shooter. So there was a game that both reminded us of from the old Apple IIe days.
Yeah.
Where you're basically in this basket and you're getting pulled up and down and you're shooting across at gnomes who are trying to steal, I think, your farm animals or your apples or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was chickens, wasn't it? I watched you play it.
Yeah.
I was giggling the whole time.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I saw your comment there after too, and it's like, yeah, like we just keep giving each other these games that could be on your phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Every one of these could be a game on the phone.
So yeah, yeah. An hour of my life I'll never get back.
Yep. So go buy it.
Yeah, go drop 59 cents or whatever it was on it. Yeah, I mean, I played it for I think 20-25 minutes on the video there, and yeah, not a lot of fun.
No,
not a lot of fun to be had.
Nope.
Just soldiered through.
Yeah, we're not sure why we keep doing this to ourselves.
So, on that note, for this week, how about we both try and do a backlog of good intentions?
Sounds good. I'll take that.
Because I was looking through the game store and I didn't... nothing really caught my eye as being incredibly horrible. So we'll both try and do a backlog for next week.
Sounds like a plan.
Which brings me to our final bit of the show here.
If you thought the show was over, folks, and you're like, after they do the talking about the cheap bad game challenge, they're done. You're wrong.
You are wrong.
Talk to the
Wrong,
people.
wrong.
Talk to the people, Ryan.
So, something's making me super grumpy this week, Rob. Do you want to know what it is?
I know I can read the notes, so it's not really...
I'm being rhetorical, Rob.
tell me what it is.
You've heard me grump about Joy-Cons before.
No, do you not like them?
Not a fan of the Joy-Cons.
Not a fan of the Joy-Cons.
It sucks because they are attached to my, what's turning into one of my favorite consoles of all time. So, this Joy-Con right here.
For the audio podcast, he's holding a blue Joy-Con.
It is the right Joy-Con, not the left. Not the one that gets used more.
Mm-hmm.
It is the right Joy-Con.
Right.
Right? Correct?
Right. Yes.
Right.
Who's on first?
Who's on first? So, this is the Joy-Con. And I talked about this, I don't know the episode number, but way back when. This is the Joy-Con I sent away and Nintendo sent me back, refurbished. Okay? A refurbished one.
Yep.
So, I looked up in my emails, and that was August 22nd. I got this back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, roughly 7 months later, I'm getting downward drift on this Joy-Con. And over the past couple weeks, there have been a couple times I was like, I'm playing Overwatch, or all of a sudden my guy's looking at the ground. And I'm like, what the? Oh, I must have been resting my thumb on that a little hard or something. Because it doesn't seem like, like I haven't had this Joy-Con that long. It's the one I just got back.
It's got to be fun.
So I honestly, I play at a minimum. I play my Switch an hour a day.
Sure.
And that's a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
That's, it's become my bedtime routine. I play pretty much for an hour before lights out. And that's an hour minimum. But I mean, that can, sometimes I'll, the wife's watching something I'm not super interested on TV, I'll play then. So at saying 7 months, 30 hours in a month, not counting February, whatever, so that's like 210 hours.
Sure.
Okay. And if I bump that up to 2 hours, like 420 hours, and then average that out.
420
again. So that gives about 315 hours if I kind of average that out a little bit. So I'm going to say 350 hours.
Sure.
So 7 months, 350-ish hours, this Joy-Con has died.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first one I was having trouble with was the red one of the pair of these. The left one.
Right.
And in July, before I picked up the Hori right Joy-Con, which is the nice one here. It's got the D-pad on it.
Mm-hmm.
This one's got the Pokemon. It's got Pikachu at the bottom there. But this thing has no guts. Like, you can't detach it and use it. It's always got to be attached to your Switch.
Right.
But that's 98% of the time is how I play my Switch, is in portable mode. Yeah. And, we've talked about that before, where when I first got it, I played it a ton on the TV, but then it graduated over to portable. So I've had this since July. No troubles yet.
Yeah.
But, still the same joystick, still...
That's the same thing with, I know you've got these too, is the... Damon Machina Hori ones as well, right?
Yeah.
No problems with that either.
Yeah. And you've had those for quite some time now, because yours were giving you some grief.
Yep.
Like your Joy-Cons were giving grief.
Mm-hmm.
But, bottom line is that it's unacceptable. You know?
Yeah.
The Switch is 4 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
I've bought 2 other pairs of Joy-Cons because of having issues with the joysticks and the drift.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go. I'll look into sending it away and getting it fixed. But what if I didn't have other pairs?
Yep.
Like, I would just be screwed, right? Like But it's bottom line. It's unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Nintendo needs to fix this instead of free repairing them for people.
Yeah.
And still, whenever anyone's talking to me about buying a Switch, I tell them, do not buy a Lite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I had a Lite and I put 350 hours into it, which, if you're a person in a year, you know, you play a little bit every day, that means within a year, your Joy-Cons, your joystick's going to start to drift, and then you got to send the whole thing away to get it fixed. Like, it just blows my mind. Like, I love my Switch so much, and I have to use these crappy Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
With it, you know. And it's so frustrating. It's just so darn frustrating.
Yeah.
But, like, really, Nintendo, you need to fix this. You need to redesign them. You need to do something, because, like, I just don't know. Like, I know that everyone, like, I know there's class action lawsuits about it and things, but yeah, like, you know, maybe with the Switch Pro, there's a new Joy-Con design or something, or whatever the new Switch is going to be called.
Sure.
But it's still, like, you haven't done anything.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those things too, like, both being collectors as well. We've got Nintendos and Segas and all sorts of things with original joysticks.
Yeah.
That are 25, 30 years old. And they work fine. You have to open them up and clean them sometimes.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, this is not a gunk issue.
No.
This isn't this is.
And so 20 years down the road, when people are collecting these, the system won't be worth much, but the Joy-Cons, if you have a working pair, it's going to be like the Nintendo 64 with the tight joystick, right? Where you're like, oh, it's got a tight joystick.
Yeah. What's that out of 10? It's about a 6 out of 10.
It's about a 6 out of 10.
It's got the downward drift.
So was that the same direction it drifted before? Do you remember?
No, this one, I don't think they sent me back the same ones I sent in. Because they came like wrapped and they looked brand new, and like,
sure.
You probably can't see it. No, you got to catch a light. But, like, you know, when you've played your, like, I've got the little, the shiny parts where, from hitting the buttons all the time, right?
Yep.
And they weren't like that. Like, they looked like they were, they were probably like, they probably just take the ones I send in, change a joystick, and send out ones that they got from someone else that they've put new joysticks in, and
right,
and so on, right? Because I think they even say that. I think they say that you may not get the same hardware back that you sent in.
Right.
So, but unless they change a case too, but then at that point, just
yeah. How much work are they putting into it? Right?
Yeah. But yeah, like, you can see on the buttons where you've used them, and it was definitely not. It was a brand new everything on it. It looked like.
Sure.
So either it was a brand new pair or a pair that they fixed up and sent back out. Either way, it had a new joystick in it. And that joystick lasted me 7 months. Now, so since my last big rant about this, they did drop the price on single Joy-Cons by $10 to make it even with, you know, buying one is actually the half the price of buying two, where it was $10 more to buy a single instead of buying two together. So it just, I'm just so disappointed, man. Like,
we're not mad, Nintendo. We're disappointed.
Yeah, we're not mad. We're just disappointed.
But we still love you.
It's getting harder and harder every day. Yeah. So that's what's making me grumpy this week, Rob.
And that's what being grumpy is all about, Ryan Cashmere.
It is.
Ooh. Ooh. It's Charlie Brown Christmas reference.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I got it.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, I think we can wrap up this week's episode. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you want to send us an email, you can send us an email to makeusgrumpy@gmail.com. If you want to check out stuff we post, come on over to the Facebook page. Just on Facebook, search for Grumpy Old Gamers, and you'll find all the stuff we post there, all the news and memes, all the memes, all the memes.
So many memes.
All the memes. Memes. The memes.
Mimosas? Yeah.
And, yeah. That's all I got. Have a good evening, everybody.
And take care. Bye.